John the 1-1. He might have hit one out of the ballpark there. Out to right and deep. Second deck. He squared the bunt 2 pitches ago. And Kyle Stowers rips number 16 into the seats. Tied at 1, bottom 2.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby. He drills out to right center and deep. Frelick back. Track wall. It is gone. Connor Norby. He's getting right. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to left center field and deep. Martian Rojas back. They're looking up, and it's gone. Wag attack. A 2-run homer.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
All right, nice job, Ahmed. Welcome. We're live from the Mile High City Course Field in Denver, Colorado, 5,280 feet above sea level on a 64-degree Wednesday night. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio, Fox Sports 940 Miami. Game 152 of 162. Yes, we were supposed to start at 8:40. We will start at 9:20 here tonight. 11 games left, and we tried to warn you folks that quirky things happen at Coors Field. The Marlins watched a 6-0 lead in the 8th be cut in half real quick. Clayton McCullough, he had to pivot quickly, and he threw Ronnie Enriquez in 59-degree rainy conditions. Somehow, some way, Ronnie Enriquez wiggled his way out of a jam, and the Marlins held on to win Game 1, 6-5. It was win number 71 on the season and a chance at the series here tonight. It's Game 2 of this 3-game set between your now 71-80 Miami Marlins and the 41-110 Colorado Rockies. Ryan Weathers, he will make his second start since coming off the IL and his third career outing against the Colorado Rockies here at Coors Field. McCade Brown, 25-year-old right-hander, will go opposite. He's set to make his 5th career start. We will get going tonight again at 9:20 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your now, I guess, late Wednesday night. We considered 8:40 not really late. Now it's late. We're going to start late here tonight again. 9:20, Jack McMullen, Gabby Sanchez. They have your call. I'm Steven Strom. We still have a great program ahead of you. We will talk with Ryan Weathers ahead of his start. We'll also hear from Graham Pauley. He will join the program. He'll make his first career start at first base. Now, he has appeared at first base 3 times in a defensive replacement role, but he will get the first career start at first here tonight. We'll get you out of the count with Weathers and Brown. Jack, we'll chat some storylines, and if I'm not mistaken, Gabby Sanchez could chat storylines as well, so we get a bonus here with Gabby Sanchez. He'll join for segment 4. We'll get to our Expo question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. So let's start here with Ryan Weathers. He was awesome in his first start back off the IL. He earned the win on Thursday against Washington. 5 shutout, 5 hits, 4 punch-outs. It was his first start since June. He will now face a Colorado Rockies team, and he's pitched here at Coors Field. He started twice and has come out of the bullpen once. Jack McMullen got a chance to chat with Ryan ahead of his start yesterday afternoon in the club.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Here with Ryan Weathers ahead of his start against the Rockies. This is familiar territory for you. I want to start with pitching at altitude. What's different about you? What's different about your arsenal?
Just obviously, I pitched in the PCL for a while too. I think the biggest thing about pitching in an environment like this is walks are what hurts you more than anything, because you're gonna give up some fluke stuff, and more runners are on base. That's when there's more runs scored. So, avoiding walks is the biggest thing in pitching one of these climates. And then aside from that, just changing your sight points. Stuff's not gonna move as much. But the more you think about that pitching out there, the more it hampers you mentally out there. So just go out there and pitch like it's a regular game and just go be a dog out there.
Was there ever a point in your Pacific Coast League career where you, were thinking too much and you had to scrap it? You had to say, you know what, I got to just compete and adjust the sidelines, to your point?
For sure. You just got to go out there and pitch like it's a regular game. Like I said, you're going to have to be okay with you're going to go some stuff that's not ideal. Base hits here are going to turn into doubles because the outfield's having to play so far back. So you just got to grind through it and just deal with it. And like I said, just don't walk guys.
Everything is affected. Do you feel like there is a particular pitch that is affected most for you?
I would definitely say probably four seams are a little bit different. They're just not going to carry as much. If I'm averaging 17 verts, probably going to be in the 15 range. So just if I'm getting to the top of zone, get it to the top of zone. No, you're not going to get that extra bit of carry. Or breaking ball, just kind of it's going to be a little shorter. So just change your sights on it.
Working back to your last start, that was in Miami. How good did that feel to get back on the mound and shove?
It felt good. I was just happy to be back pitching, be healthy. Happy that everything felt good, and I just want to stay healthy.
What did you feel like was particularly clicking for you, Arsenal-wise?
Obviously used the changeup the most. Changeup felt good. The little adjustment we made in the breaking ball felt really good, and then just want to get the heater a little bit more up in the zone to create a little bit of awkward swing. So just continuing that.
We've heard a lot about this bullet slider you're working on, right? We saw it a little bit in your last start here. What can we expect from that kind of moving forward?
Just pick and choose when to use it. It's something that I'm not fully comfortable with in my arsenal right now, just because it's something I haven't thrown very much. So just pick moments where it probably can't hurt me the most, and then probably try to use it then.
All right, good stuff. Ryan Weathers, Jack McMullen. Ryan Weathers will face an all right-handed lineup tonight for the Colorado Rockies. There is not one lefty in that lineup offensively. Again, Ryan Weathers will make his third career start at Coors Field. We'll break here. Another big storyline tonight. Graham Pauley, he is back. He was reinstated off the IL yesterday, but he will get the start and his first career start at first base. And for Graham, second half, 273, 4 home runs, a 912 OPS. Sign me up. We'll hear from Graham Pauley next as he makes a return to the Marlins lineup. He'll bat fifth and play first on the Marlins Radio Network.
Xavier lifts off. He goes humongous. That pitch to Otto, that sprayed high in the air, out to right, should be deep enough to plate Weimer from third. Moniak shy the track, gears up. He throws it off to second base. Sanoha was trying to advance. He does sneak in there, and Weimer does come in to score on that. That was gutsy from Sanoha, but that does plate the first run. Tovar playing just to the left of the second base back. First pitch to Marcy. That one drilled high in the air, right center field. Moniak back at the track, at the wall. He's twisting with it, and it's off the wall. Sanoha in to score from second. Here comes Augustine from first, and a feet first slide gets him in time. He beat the relay by a blink, and it's a 2-run double for Jacob Marcy. A 3 spot for the Fish. 3-0 Marlins in the top of the third. Fall now at Coors Field.
I saw people heading out.
First pitch to Myers. That one lined into right center field. That will get in for a base hit, and there will surely be extras. You got Hernandez coming in to score. Wagaman getting the run around from third. He comes home. Relay throw is a little bit late, and Eric Wagaman scores from first base. Dane stops at second, and welcome back to the lineup. A 2-run double again. Second of the night for Miami. It's 5-0 Fish in the top of the sixth.
Whenever it was coming back.
The biggest thing is timing, right? Because a lot of times, too, you just rush through your rehab starts.
1 to Sanoha. That a chopping ground ball. That is a fair ball down the first base line. That's going to plate another run. Myers will come in to score. The throw goes to second. It is not in time.
Last one for you. How are you so calm right now?
¿Cómo te están calmado ahorita mismo? No, para mí no pasó nada. Ganamos, que es lo importante. Yeah, to me, nothing happened. We won the game. That's the most important part.
In Miami, reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Here on Marlins on Deck, he is back, and he's a little bit jaded. We didn't talk to him yesterday. It's Graham Pauley. First of all, did you miss us? Did you miss talking with the media?
Man, I miss you guys. I miss everyone in this clubhouse, so it feels good to be back.
We missed you, too. How's the oblique doing?
It's doing well. I went through the rehab assignment pretty well. Played some third, played some first, and DH, and felt good, so happy to be back.
First career start at first base. We know what Graham Pauley is at third. What can we expect from you at first?
Yeah, when I got traded over here, my focus was at third base, and, I played some first in the past with San Diego, so I'm really just go out there and compete, just try not to make it bigger than what it is. It's just, make the plays, do the right things, be where I'm supposed to be, and then, swing it with the bat, so.
What was the dialogue like with the coach? When did they tell you they wanted you to play first?
Yeah, when I was headed on my rehab assignment, they'd mentioned that to get some reps at first, because when I come back, that's probably the best, situation for me to get in the lineup. So, got some reps down there, felt good. kind of like riding a bike again, making sure I can still do it, but it felt good and, ready to go.
When you're trying to get comfortable, who are you working with and what are you working on defensively?
Yeah, down there, you got Georgie or Jorge, call him Georgie, but he's great. Helped me over there, positioning around the bag, footwork around the bag, stuff like that. I learned from, Cronenworth over San Diego, so he was a huge help to me over there. He's when he's playing first, he's one of the better first basemen in the league. So learning from him helped me a lot, and I think I can carry that over here.
In this second half, for you hitting 270, 3 home runs, what are you looking to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, I think I had good at bats, before I went down with the injury. So just try to pick up right where I left off. Swing at strikes, take the balls, good swing decisions, take my walks when I get them, and then make hard contact when those pitches are in the zone. So
what stuck out about the ABs in AAA on the rehab assignment?
Yeah, I think the first couple games just kind of try to get my feet wet again. A month without any ABs or seeing any pitches is tough, regardless of whatever point you're at in the year. Third game, started to get more comfortable, see the ball better. So yeah, I think I'm in a good spot right now for the rest of the year.
Right, very good stuff right there, Graham Pauley. And, I would sign up for those ABs too, because in AAA, in that rehab assignment, 3 for 10 with a home run, a double. Graham Pauley back in the lineup tonight. We will break Ryan Weathers back on the hill for the second time since coming off the IL. He will go opposite McCade Brown. We'll hear Clayton's thoughts on Ryan's first start back against Washington. We will also get to hear from Rockies manager Warren Schaefer on what he liked for McCade Brown. We're playing again at 9:20, Game 2. Marlins won last night, hung on for dear life. They can take the series today here tonight. We'll break. We're back in 2. Marlins on Deck continues on the Marlins Radio Network.
Humongous. That pitch to Otto, that sprayed high in the air, out to right, should be deep enough to plate Weimer from third. Moniak shy the track, gears up. He throws it off to second base. Sanoha was trying to advance. He does sneak in there, and Weimer does come in to score on that. That was gutsy from Sanoha, but that does plate the first run of the Tovar playing just to the left of the second base back. First pitch to Marcy. That one drilled high in the air, right center field. Moniak back at the track, at the wall. He's twisting with it, and it's off the wall. Sanoha in to score from second. Here comes Augustine from first, and a feet-first slide gets him in time. He beat the relay by a blink, and it's a 2-run double for Jacob Marcy. A 3 spot for the Fish. 3-0 Marlins in the top of the third. Fall now at Coors Field.
I saw people heading out.
First pitch to Myers. That one lined into right center field. That will get in for a base hit, and there will surely be extras. You got Hernandez coming in to score. Wagaman getting the run around from third. He comes home. Relay throw is a little bit late, and Eric Wagaman scores from first base. Dane stops at second, and welcome back to the lineup. A 2-run double again. Second of the night for Miami. It's 5-0 Fish in the top of the 6th.
Whenever it was coming back.
The biggest thing is timing, right? Because a lot of times, too, you just rush through your rehab starts.
One to Sanoha. That a chopping ground ball. That is a fair ball down the first base line. And that's going to plate another run. Myers will come in to score. The throw goes to second. It is not in time.
Last one for you. How are you so calm right now?
¿Cómo te están calmado ahorita mismo? No, para mí no pasó nada. Ganamos, que es lo importante. Yeah, to me, nothing happened. We won the game. That's the most important part.
Staples HP Tech Event. Save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models only.
Hey, this is Derek Hill, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, it's turned into actually a beautiful night here at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. I got a long sleeve on. Gabby's got a long sleeve on. Jack's got the hoodie on. It is cold here. It's 64 degrees for us Miamians. It really is. I don't think I'm yammering. I think it's actually cold out here. Ryan Weathers will go opposite McCade Brown here again at 9:20. I see we're almost at the top of the hour. So, if you want to dial up a station ID, I can throw it to you in a minute. But saw this on the game notes today. I think it's interesting. And the Marlins held on for a victory. And this is just Coors Field, right? In a nutshell, you get a 6-0 lead. Yuri's rolling. He goes 5 innings, and then the rain starts. You have over an hour of delay. and then weird stuff just happens. Big Michael Peterson gives up the 3-run shot at 6-3. Okay, let's put in Ronnie Enriquez, and then just havoc ensues. But Ronnie was able to wiggle out 6-5 Marlins win. Let's pause for station ID, Ahmed, if we can. Top of the hour here. We'll come right back. This is the Marlins Radio Network.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA in Miami, WMIB-FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
So the interesting note that I saw in the game notes today, through the first 151 games of the season, the Marlins have scored 661 runs and are on pace to pass the 2000. I mean, they better be on pace to pass the 2023 team that scored 666. They need 5 runs, to tie it and 6 to win. So I mean, they better break that. All right, let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Ryan Weathers, 25-year-old southpaw who will make his 7th start of 2025. 2-1, a 2.73 ERA over 29 2/3 innings pitched, 27 Ks to 8 walks. It's been a couple of injuries for Ryan Weathers that has, obviously not allowed him to put together the amount of starts that he was hoping for this season. But he did earn the win on Thursday against Washington. 5 shutout, 5 hits, 4 punch outs. His first start since June after that left lat strain. Let's hear what Clayton McCullough had to say after Weathers' start.
Ryan was terrific. The one thing that really stood out to me tonight was how under control he looked right out of the chute. And I think it'd been very easy to have the length of layoff that he had, ton of adrenaline, getting back on a major league mound again and come out and get outside your mechanics a little bit, maybe overthrow some. But like Ryan, right away was in a very good rhythm. His changeup was very good. Filling up the zone, got a lot of, they were swinging early and he got, a lot of early outs and was able to really have a manageable pitch count through his 5 innings there. So we're all excited to have Ryan back on the mound and again, healthy and pitching for us. Tonight he was terrific.
68 pitches for Ryan Weathers on Thursday against Washington, 12 whiffs, 46 strikes. He'll make his 3rd career start at Coors Field. The numbers aren't pretty. 10 innings combined, 7 earned, 4 home runs. He started in 2021 and 2023. We all would agree Ryan Weathers is a completely different pitcher than those years. McCade Brown, 25-year-old right-hander, 6'6". It's a big dude. 3rd-round pick in the 2021 draft. He debuted this year. The numbers, they're not great. 0-4, a 9.88 ERA over 13 2/3 innings pitched. However, Gabby Sanchez said this today, you're only as good as your last start. And his last start, he did lose on Thursday against San Diego, but he allowed 2 runs on 5 hits over 4 1/3. Compared to what we saw from McCade Brown earlier, that's a great start. And here was Warren Schaefer after that particular start against the San Diego Padres.
Pitched in well, landed his curveball. I thought his presence on the mound was really fantastic. A step forward for him. Big step forward for him and us in that regard. With these young players, you got to keep going to them. You got to keep going because you believe in them and you believe that it's going to come out right.
Schaefer, mound presence. Rockies have lost all 4 of McCade Brown's starts. The splits, again, and this is, I feel bad for the kid. I mean, it's 13 2/3, but I still got to read you the numbers. Righties hitting .323 from a batting average standpoint, .952 OPS. Left .357 with the batting average, a .1062 OPS. He will feature a sinker, a slider, a curveball, a changeup, and that sinker will sit at 94 miles per hour. We will break. Want to put a bow on yesterday's thrilling win. Gabby will join as well. Usually this is TV time for him. No. Rain, delay. Awesome. Gabby Sanchez in the radio booth. He joins us next, of course, with Jack McMullen. We're playing baseball at 9:20 on the Marlins Radio Network.
Humongous. That pitch to Otto, that sprayed high in the air, out to right, should be deep enough to plate Weimer from 3rd. Moniak shy the track, gears up. He throws it off to second base. Sanoja is trying to advance. He does sneak in there, and Weimer does come in to score on that. That was gutsy from Sanoja, but that does plate the first run of the Tovar playing just to the left of the second base back. First pitch to Marcy. That one drilled high in the air, right center field. Moniak back at the track, at the wall. He's twisting with it, and it's off the wall. Sanoja in to score from second. Here comes Augustine from first, and a feet-first slide gets him in time. He beat the relay by a blink, and it's a 2-run double for Jacob Marcy. A 3 spot for the Fish. 3-0 Marlins in the top of the 3rd. Fall now at Coors Field.
I saw people heading out.
There's pitch to Myers. That one lined into right center field. That will get in for a base hit, and there will surely be extras. You got Hernandez coming in to score. Wagaman getting the run around front third. He comes home. Relay throw is a little bit late, and Eric Wagaman scores from first base. Dane stops at second, and welcome back to the lineup. A 2-run double again. Second of the night for Miami. It's 5-0 Fish in the top of the sixth.
You know, whenever it was coming back.
The biggest thing is timing, right? Because a lot of times, too, you just rush through your rehab starts.
One to Sanoja. That a chopping ground ball. That is a fair ball down the first base line. And that's going to plate another run. Myers will come in to score. The throw goes to second. It is not in time.
Last one for you. How are you so calm right now?
¿Cómo te están calmado ahorita mismo? No, para mí no pasó nada. Ganamos, que es lo importante. Yeah, to me, nothing happened. We won the game. That's the most important part.
Based on 2025 Corolla 2-wheel drive 4-door sedan LE L4 CDTF model 1852. $99 for 36 months, $79.99 due at signing. No security deposit required on approved credit from SCTF. Offer expires 9/2/25.
2-1 pitch. That one a line shot. Grabbed by Norby. Shoulder high liner. Hunter Goodman stung a ball right at the third baseman, and crisis averted. The Marlins hold on to win Game 1 in Denver.
It's a bend, don't break. At any point, no lead, safe. All it takes is a couple base runners and a home run. Next thing you know, the lead's cut in half. And at that point, it's Ronnie versus Goodman, and they're going to win or we're going to win. And so at that point, it's betting on Ronnie to get that done.
Win number 71, Jack McMullen. What's the instrumental?
Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne, which is on the Carter 5. I was confirming the album. It's the Carter 5, a phenomenal song. Lil Wayne is probably a top 5 artist of our generation.
And I thought the song was perfect, Gabby, because we were hoping it would all just work out. It was a 6-0 lead, and then we talked to everyone about this, that in a split second, things can change. Michael Peterson gives up the big 3-run home run, and then all of a sudden you're in a dogfight, but Ronnie Enriquez able to pull it out, Gabby. Just the importance of getting off to the right start, not only on this road trip, but also how the team was able to just stick with it in a tough environment, rainy and cold.
Well, you're right. Things can change, especially when you say, hey, this game's going so quick. Rain, there we go. Now we have to wait for an hour and whatever change having to come in. And it seemed like that rain kind of switched things up, right? Like all of a sudden it kind of just changed that momentum.
Yep.
Where it went to the Rockies side and they started to score some runs. And it got a little dicey there at the end. And luckily Ronnie Enriquez was able to get out of that in the ninth and get the Marlins that win. But that's something, though, to show the Marlins, too, like, hey, you're never out of this game here. And guess who else is never out? The Rockies. Like, they can come up. They've got guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. And you have to understand that and know that, hey, just because you got a 6-0 lead, that doesn't mean that they're not able to come back and come back quick, especially here at Coors where the ball does fly, and we have seen it fly.
You're never out no matter what the score. But you know who is in, Jack McMullen? Graham Pauley. He will make his first career start at first base. He'll bat fifth. He's coming off the IL. He had that right oblique strain.
Yep.
And I pose this question for you. Is this more of the Marlins want Pauley's bat in the lineup, let's put him at first, or let's see the next 11 games at first with him and possibly platoon him next year?
So can I present an option C?
Yes.
I think you want a way to get Graham Pauley on this roster on opening day of 2026 and have him there for 162. How do you do that? It's not an everyday third base role because Connor Norby is a third baseman for the Miami Marlins, and Norby should be playing darn close to every day. How do you get Pauley's bat in the lineup? Right now, it's sometimes at third base, where he has proven to be very good. If you look at some of the advanced metrics, right, outs above average, defensive runs saved, this guy is a top 5 defensive third baseman in Major League Baseball since he came up for the Miami Marlins. He's excellent at third. You don't need to learn more about Graham Pauley defensively at third base right now. What you want to see is, can the bat stick around? Can he be a big part of our plans in 2026? And the way you do that is by figuring out if he can play and if he can hit right-handed pitching all the time. If that is the case, he can get Norby off his feet a little bit in May, in June, in July next year, heck, in September of this year. And oh, by the way, you also may have a bulk platoon first baseman on your hands. I think he's going to be a really good defender at first base. I'll be honest with you. I know you were talking to him, and he dropped the name Jake Cronenworth on you. Jake Cronenworth has played a lot of second base for San Diego. When he is a first baseman, he's one of the best defensive first basemen in all of baseball. So that is a guy that is somebody that you can be a sponge around and become a much better defensive first baseman. I'm excited to see what Graham can do defensively and then offensively to prove that he is a big part of this roster in 26.
Yeah, he's put together a fabulous second half, 273, 4 home runs, and 912 OPS. But it's going to be about the pitching tonight, Gabby Sanchez. And what we saw from Yuri, I feel cheated, man. That should have been 6, 7, 8 innings, but we only got 5. He got 10 whiffs on that slider and sweeper. 34 of his 71 pitches were those two. I asked you about Ryan Weathers. How do you think Weathers fares? Do you follow suit with the breaking balls the way it played, and how the Colorado Rockies looked against them?
Well, I think, too, like even Ryan Weathers understands that, hey, this climate that we're at here at this altitude, that the ball's not going to move. And he's talked about it, where, look, it's not going to be the same. So I have to set my sights. And I think that's the most important words, setting your sights on where you want that ball to be and understanding that I can't start to pitch down the middle and let it work to the corner because you know what? It's not going to get there.
Sure.
So I have to, you know what? Instead of thinking middle, I got to maybe think left shin guard or right shin guard, wherever it is that you want to throw it and get to that spot. And you're going to have, and it's going to be a tinkering. You're going to be in the bullpen. You're going to tinker it there. And then when you're in the game, when you're actually getting it, you know what? Oh, that ball didn't get to where I needed to. Now I got to set my sights up a little bit more. But it's going to be the key. The fastball is going to be that key. It's still 97, 99 miles an hour. And we saw with Yuri yesterday that if you're getting ahead with those fastballs, you're going to be able to get this Rocky team to go ahead and chase your secondary pitches.
So let me comp it to football, and then we'll break. It's like if Gabby Sanchez runs a slant, I'm going to throw the ball if I want to get it out quick. I'm going to throw it differently than if Tyreek Hill ran a slant.
Well, I mean, I think that those would be the same. But, yeah, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying. I would have to throw it a little bit differently because Gabby Sanchez might be a little bit slower than the cheetah.
Oh, I thought you were going faster than the cheetah. Is that?
That's the good stuff.
Oh, come on.
We're going to break. Expo question, Steve's guarantee. It's next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Hey,
Righty hitting catcher. He turns on a ball, sends it out to center field and deep. Bader is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Brian Navarreto. It's his first Major League homer and his first Major League RBI. It starts to cut into it, but welcome back to the show. This guy had 5 plate appearances in the big leagues. They all came in the COVID season in 2020, and he reintroduces himself in style. One. Wagaman drills out to left and deep. Marsh is back. That will slam off the wall. Augustine comes in to score. Hernandez wheels around. He goes first to third. And Wagatak has an RBI double to get the Marlins on the board. It's 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Sanoja. That one smothered into the ground. And the shortstop Sosa charges. He fires on the run. It kicks off the facing of the dugout. And a run will come in to score. That one bounced right in front of the plate and directly over the top of the pitcher's mound. And that infield single plates Hernandez from third base. It's an RBI knock for Javi. It's 4-2 Phillies in the bottom of the fourth. Marcy's 10th stolen base in 12 attempts. Augustine's 12th in 15 attempts. And Otto drills a ball out to left and deep. That thing is gone. Onto the concourse. Otto Lopez drills a baseball, and it's a 3-run shot. Number 13 on the year for Lopez, and they open scoring quickly. 3-0 Fish, bottom 1. Payoff pitch. Otto hits well, out to left center field again. Marsh is back. He's looking up, and it's gone. Insurance from Otto, and it is.
Stream now.
All right, Marlins are going to win this series on this Wednesday night. 9:20 will be time of first pitch. We were supposed to start at 8:40. Ryan Weathers goes opposite. McCade Brown here again from Coors Field. It is a little bit chilly, but it is clear, and that is the most important thing. The temperature, 64 degrees. Everyone in the Marlins Radio Network booth is wearing long sleeves. We'll be ready to go. Again, Ryan Weathers will make his second start off the IL. Let's get to our Expo question today. Who hit the longest home run at Coors Field. It happened on September 9th, 2022. Make sure to vote out Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Batter up. Batter up. Let's play some ball. First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
I love Agustin Ramirez. He hit a home run today. Here's why. He's DHing. He's much better offensively when he's DHing. 252, a 791 OPS, but more importantly, 13 of his 20 home runs have come when he is DH. I like him to hit a home run. I also like Troy Johnson, who gets back in the lineup today to collect an extra base hit. He's had quite the last couple. He had the 2 home runs. He had the walk-off. Troy Johnson is putting together a really strong, I don't want to say second half of his call-up, but I think that's what we're going to call it because he's only played in 30-plus games. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints the picture. Gabby Sanchez, he's always ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.